My name is Sarah, and this is Abby. I pivoted from a career as a business owner and scuba instructor to live on a sailboat and explore diving from my floating home. On this channel, you'll get scuba lessons, dive site explorations, boat repairs, and sailing adventures. Connect with the community and dive with me on one of my upcoming expeditions. Welcome to Azul Unlimited. Moving into the boat is shaking up my life in many different ways. I'm learning skills and doing projects I never thought I'd be capable of, and now I'm heading out for an opportunity to learn a true survival skill.
Future Sarah is going to be super ticked off at present day Sarah. Let me tell you. Ugh. I'm going to California and leaving this place an absolute disaster zone. Like, I hate doing this, but I've got epoxy there. The deck is drying. Look at that little blue deck. Future Sarah is just gonna have to deal with it. I'm so sorry.
I learned how to scuba dive 13 years ago, and seeing all the beautiful fish up close changed my life forever. I haven't eaten fish since. That first breath of life underwater hit me like a drug. I wanted more. So I became a scuba instructor, left my quote-unquote real career, and the rest is history. I became a vegetarian in a roundabout way. I stopped eating fish first. Then, while taking my yoga teacher training, I stopped eating meat. I have maintained that lifestyle for over a decade due to several factors: environmental, animal rights, and spiritual. In recent years, I've developed a deep respect for hunters who have a personal connection to their food sources. So, when considering the idea of living on a boat, I decided it would be responsible of me to learn how to spearfish. Cindy, my boss from Surfer, organized this trip as an opportunity to develop freediving skills and try something new together.
Come in here so you can actually see me. All right, this is the beginning. I have only ever shot a Hawaiian sling. That's it. I've never shot a gun. I don't believe in the stuff, but we're gonna put together the spear gun, and I'm gonna learn this. Ugh, I'm a little uncomfortable. We'll see how this goes, but it feels like I'm really going against my core beliefs doing this. But then I'm fighting back because I'm like, I want to learn this survival skill. And so those are the sides of me that are at play right now. One step at a time, we're gonna put the gun together. That's all I have to focus on right now. So I kind of took this all apart.
That's fine.
Just because I watched a YouTube video and he said to do that. I was like, sure, I don't know what to do.
What? Yeah, usually I wouldn't take it apart.
I've been lucky enough to be supported by Spear America and their impressive team of freedivers. They set me up with all the perfect gear for a beginner and continue to answer any outlandish questions that pop into my head. If you're in the market for freediving or spearfishing gear, check out their shop with the link in the description below and use code ASUL for 10% off. Loading the spear gun is something else. The bands need to be tight enough so the Spearo is just capable of pulling them into place. This maximizes the power of the spear for that user. I consider myself a strong individual, and this seemed very doable, but I would find later on that this would be one of many challenges throughout the experience.
Yeah. And now put your hand on the butt of the gun.
That?
Now try and get it to the center of your chest. There we go.
What's that?
Oh, it's overhand. Did you get it though?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I like to do things the hard way. That's kind of my...
You are honestly not amongst the minority here.
It hurts
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you get a callus eventually.
Okay.
The Spear America shop in Redondo Beach was our hub for a catch and cook course led by U.S. national record holder and freediving instructor Lance Lee Davis. The course included lectures on the ecosystem, hunting techniques, and breathwork. This unlocked a completely new perspective on diving. Lance spoke about working with the water conditions during a hunt and understanding the behaviors of different target creatures in the local environment. And the course wasn't only about spearfishing. He reminded us that shooting a spear gun is a skill developed over time, so he also taught us about lobster hunting and foraging. The difficulty of the sport is part of the reason I chose it. Could I have gone with a rod and reel set up from the cockpit of my boat? Absolutely. I would have just had to learn how to gut a fish, and I'd be done. The intrigue of spearfishing is in the connection to the ecosystem, a primal, animalistic effort, a hunter's skill and resilience in the elements, an ability to hone in on and specifically choose the correct type, size, and health of a target animal. Spearfishing also gives you insurance against bycatch, which is the capture of non-target species. This is a serious problem in commercial fishing, regardless of the technique, because fishing nets and lines don't have discernment. I'll talk more about that later in the video. Our first open water session was an equipment shakedown. I've only ever been freediving in warmer water, so this was my first experience with not only an open cell wetsuit, but also with exerting the necessary effort to overcome the buoyancy of 5.5 millimeters of neoprene at the surface. And all of a sudden, it felt like I was back at square one in my freediving journey. I could not equalize. I kept trying, and I kept getting blocked. I would have to go horizontal to clear my ears.
Yeah, that's hard to get down with that.
Luckily, the dive site was gorgeous, and I could cruise around enjoying the light exploding through the kelp, but I was frustrated, which wasn't helping the situation. Finally, Lance suggested I try without my hood. And bingo. I was experiencing a squeeze from my well-fitted hood. It was such a relief to frenzel upside down again. If you've watched my videos for a while, you know that freediving hasn't come easy for me. I even failed my first freediving course. If you're interested in knowing more about that experience, check out my video about repeating the course in Mexico, linked in the description below. Regardless of the sport, new gear means figuring out how to set it up perfectly for you. Many freedivers have the same hood squeeze issues I was experiencing day one. Some people mitigate this by simply allowing water in the hood at the surface before diving, but I didn't find relief that way. Other options I've read about include using specialized diving earplugs or punching holes in a brand new wetsuit. We took the latter route. It's never fun to modify gear like this, but it's all part of the personalization process. Day 2 was all about the spear gun. Lance gave us a safety briefing and showed diving techniques with the extra equipment.
This is the same with pistols and rifles. I don't ever actually move it onto the trigger until I'm actually ready to pull the trigger. We're just going to clip your float line to here.
Both Cindy and I tried diving with the unloaded spear gun for practice, and it seemed easy enough. Then we tried loading it. I didn't get footage of our efforts, but all of a sudden I was unable to pull tension on the bands. This time, overwhelm and nerves flooded my system, causing another block. So we switched gears to urchin hunting, but I was spent. I could barely reach the reef, which was only 35 feet deep, so I dove to the best of my abilities while watching and learning.
Oh, nice!
Red sea urchins, known as uni, are the most popular sea urchin for harvesting. There are several types of sea urchins, and if you've watched my videos about Reef Check Foundation, you'll know about the pressures of urchin barrens on kelp forests. However, urchin barrens are created by an overpopulation of purple sea urchins. Many people ask, can't you eat those too? And the answer is yes, with a caveat. While purple sea urchins are edible, they are much smaller and yield less roe, which is the meaty gonad. Because it is such a challenge to harvest uni in the first place, targeting small yields has never made sense for hunters or commercial fishing operations. This sea urchin harvest was the first hunting experience in the course. At this point, I was still having a lot of feelings about killing and eating these beautiful creatures I admire in nature.
So, do you want to try it? Or, okay.
I declined because I hadn't been able to harvest any of the sea urchins myself. And to be honest, I wanted a little more time to process what I was doing, how I felt about it, and what this would mean for me moving forward. The next day was a bucket list dive day.
This is actually my favorite way to eat the lobster. Do you want tartar sauce?
Is that homemade tartar sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Wow.
Fresh squeezed juice.
Yeah. Luxury at 5 o'clock in the morning.
We hopped on a boat and took off toward the open sea, eventually crossing paths with a pod of dolphins as we reached our destination. The oil rigs. I have wanted to dive these structures for years.
So cool.
Our goal for the dive was to load up on scallops.
The underwater structure doesn't go straight vertical, it spreads. So if you're diving on it and you're coming up, peek. Don't just assume that the way is clear. It's a great spot for shellfish. You'll see it's mind-blowing how much shellfish is on it.
I was told that out here, the shellfish are healthy and delicious since the structures sit in cooler temperatures and there is plenty of freshwater movement. The populations and critter sizes are bigger because of minimal fishing pressures. It's not an easy place to get to or dive on.
This is a wild scallop. So when it's open, it's closed now.
Yeah.
I pulled it off. But when it's open, it's very obvious. You'll see orange lips. Here, it's very obvious that it's a scallop. But on a reef, when the scallop's closed, it's just virtually indistinguishable from the rest of the reef.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's cool.
Yeah.
I was warned that this would be a challenge for me. The upper part of the structures is cleaned every few years down to about 50 or 60 feet, which means the most life and best shellfish start in the 50-foot and deeper range. My deepest dive to date is only 59 feet. So I wasn't expecting to get to participate much in the harvesting. My goal was to send gratitude to the ocean for providing the bounty of the day's harvest, dive as much as I could, and enjoy the scenery with all the sea lions.
You see something down there?
Yeah. I just feel like I can't do work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I
like-
mean, this is challenging.
Yeah.
Not a ton of people come out here for dive for shells. Yeah, because it's I can tell it's just been pressure washed.
Oh my god.
I learn best by watching people, asking follow-up questions, and then trying it myself. So as I was struggling out there, I asked for help. Whenever I watched another scallop get removed, I felt anxiety building, making me want to bail and get to the surface. I noticed it in the moment and would calm myself through the panic, but even the short burst of cortisol severely limited my ability to stay underwater. My cells were screaming for the comfort of a breath, so I bailed time and time again.
When it's close, you can see the...
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like...
What the hell?
We took a break from diving and switched gears to learn about the weirdest seafood I've ever seen, gooseneck barnacles.
See how they grow right at the waterline?
Yeah.
Although these are not a popular food here in the United States, in Europe, they are a sought-after delicacy. A true intertidal species, these barnacles love to grow in places where the waves are crashing in and out, making them difficult and sometimes extremely dangerous to harvest along shorelines. Out at the oil rigs, however, this is the first thing I was actually able to collect. I think their strange features made it easier to break the seal of my seafood hiatus.
Can you show me what to grab? Like I look at that and I see just like a mass.
I might grab it.
It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? This is my house. I grabbed some.
There you go.
Wow. I can feel like I'm like this close to being able to do it.
Yeah.
Toward the end of our session, I had a breakthrough. I sent a little gratitude prayer out to the ocean, took a deep breath, and went for it. It wasn't a big one, but it was a start. I physically couldn't go deep enough for a big scallop, and I truly felt bad about taking one so small, but it was a triumphant moment in the steps toward my goal of becoming a Spearo.
Holy shit, I did it! Yeah. Oh, it's so tiny compared to yours.
But, I'm serious. It's because it's like it's not like this. It's like this.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a big one.
I did it!
The next step was to learn the basics of hunting with a spear gun and dispatching of fish. I watched Lance closely as he prepared his spear gun, and away we went. I was expecting to have to dive a few times, but on the first dive, Lance became part of the structure, observed the fish, and shot a sheep's head right in the gills. He says sheep's head are super easy to shoot because they aren't afraid of divers, but it was still impressive to witness. Seeing the dying body of the fish on the line broke my heart. But Lance dispatched it with a quick knife to the head, and as gory as that sounds, I truly believe that if you can't handle the death, then you shouldn't be eating them in the first place.
We got a sheep's head.
Yeah, we'll do a ceviche.
It definitely felt strange to hold this beautiful fish with my own hands, knowing it would be cut up into ceviche later in the evening. In the United States, we've become completely disconnected from our food sources, and many times priced out of local food options. The system is completely screwed up, making people lean towards affordable and convenient food. Specifically, in regard to seafood, a lot of times the cheap stuff is linked to irresponsible fishing techniques like bottom trawling. And even when you try to spend your money with ethical or sustainable companies, commercial fishing is still the Wild West. You can't really be sure about the true sustainability of the fish you are eating unless you hunt it yourself or you buy from a trusted local fisher person. I understand that not everyone has access to fresh fish sources, but I really believe that we need to get away from our modern comforts of having everything available all the time. By boycotting big companies and buying local when possible, consuming less fish and meat, and buying only what's necessary, I believe we can actually make real change for the collective society and the environment. It may not be possible to do all things perfectly, I sure as hell don't, but if enough of us do this imperfectly and to the best of our abilities, change can happen. I refuse to lose hope on that, and I would love to hear what changes you're making in the comments below. All the emotions hit me on the ride back to land. This past year has been stacked with one intense learning experience after another. I've never felt more capable and yet overwhelmed by the sheer act of expanding my horizons.
So let's bring all the scallops out. Yeah, just bring them all over.
Wow, the color change.
How do you cook these things?
They're really easy. What I usually do with like a mess of goosenecks like this is I just boil a big pot of salt water and you blanch them for like a minute. This will just sort of open up. Or you can use a knife and just slit it, and then they're really easy to get at. It's hard to wrap your head around. Urchin, by the way, too, if you're on a boat or something, this will stain gel coat really bad.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to be careful with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what, did you have them in water or just like?
No. So they'll suffocate in water. Because like all these true intertidals, you actually don't want to keep them in water because there's no oxygen in that water. So they're gonna. Not as much as seawater, right?
Right.
As we unpacked our bounty from the last few days of freediving, I realized the hardest part was still ahead of me.
Cindy.
So obviously that's the part we're gonna eat.
Okay. Oh, so you just pull that.
Yeah, you can just pull this off.
Okay.
Oh, we mangled that.
I feel kind of bad. It's like, no, leave me in my home. Okay, so then just go like that.
See how there's this white?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that part of the muscle will have a different texture that's a little bit too tough to be good when they're raw.
Oh, that's good.
Scrape it in here.
So you just kind of go along the spine.
Yeah, these are the ribs.
Okay.
Different fish will have ribs that extend different depths.
This is weird, guys. I'm having flashbacks to when I was studying animal science at UC Davis. We witnessed a slaughter, and it didn't make me go vegetarian, actually. That's almost how I feel right now. I'm like, I maybe could eat this.
Lance invited a bunch of friends over, and as we sat down at the table, I had a choice to make.
As far as like the goosenecks, they're messy and they squirt. Seriously, they're just like, why? See, like what? See, they're like,
Oh my god.
I have a lot of
remove the
questions
foreskin.
right now. Yeah, I was about to say there could be so many things said right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's very...
Like, who thought in a million years, you see
Yeah.
that thing that looks like a giant penis hanging off the rock?
Yeah.
I want to eat it.
They're actually pretty good.
I mean,
so yeah.
I know you were
yeah.
thinking the same thing.
But that was the whole thing. Even when in chowder, it just looks weird. So, you know, I could dice them up and then,
We are children. I don't even know. It's not bad.
You can mask it with a little butter.
Size queen. What can I say?
this is simple.
I was having a bit of an out-of-body experience cutting into the barnacle, but it felt very apropos to take on the most obscure thing on the table as my first bit of seafood in over a decade.
Here we go.
We're kind of like in between. We're straddling multiple worlds where it's like fancy, but not fancy.
Lance.
It's
Good. She's shaking a little. I think she's shaking.
Did you have butter?
No, I just did it plain.
Just raw dogged it.
Yep. That's, you know.
So?
Try some of the try some of the scallop.
But wait, well, let's talk about it first.
Yeah.
Now you're enjoying a one-to-one predator-prey relationship.
Yeah.
You were there at the harvesting of this animal.
Yep.
You've taken it full circle
Yep.
through the thing, and now you're eating some of it.
I am feeling a little bit like shaky. Just because I also like part of not eating meat has been spiritual, so it's like
It's a whole thing you're going through. I get
I'm
it.
having a little bit of a moment.
Okay, there we go.
It's okay.
Well, and you also went with
The weirdest thing ever.
I give you much respect.
Yeah,
and
I
props
give you
for
a
that.
lot of kudos for that.
I moved on to the scallops, trying both the raw and seared options, and then a delicious tomato sauce with mussels, which we collected along with the gooseneck barnacles.
I don't think I'm gonna eat the ceviche. I'm
also
feeling
you didn't-
like I didn't hunt it.
Yeah.
For my first ones, I want to do it myself.
Yeah. From an ethical standpoint too, like shellfish is extremely sustainable.
Yeah. It's so weird though. I'm like shaky.
That's probably like adrenaline and just feeling.
Yeah.
There was an incredible amount of food on the table, but I decided to be mindful and not overdo it. I figured my body may have an adverse reaction to the sudden change in diet, plus the whole event was very stimulating. Despite that, the experience of collecting the food and then sharing it around a big table of old and new friends was beautiful. A memory that I will take home to the Puget Sound and attempt to recreate. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more from the Asul Unlimited community, join us over on Patreon for behind-the-scenes extras. And again, if you need some gear from Spear America, use my code ASUL for 10% off. Finally, in case you missed it, I announced my latest dive expedition to Bonaire. If you want to dive with me, check out all my upcoming trips on my website. Okay, love you, bye.
I'd like you to have a little more room to grab onto it.
Okay.
So you're just putting it on the band.
Uh-huh. Oh, so it doesn't like go on the gun. It's like
No,
an extra piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you just have a little bit of extra room
Yeah.
to get this down like that.
Uh-huh.
And now when you adjust to do this part,
Yeah.
it's just easier.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you do though if do you have that like attached to you so it doesn't?
Just put it on your D-ring.
Okay.
So have a carabiner there to slide it into.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I'll just make one of these right now.
Okay. Nice.
Put them in, transfer them.
It's just really
And
painful
then,
because I don't have boobs. Right.
You're saying I have boobs?
do.
I mean. This is so weird.